Hi all of you. A very good morning and welcome to today's live session. So today we are going to be discussing the quantitative ability section for the IBPS PO examination. So the questions that are chosen for today's session are questions that were asked in the last week All India mock examination. So we have already finished discussing the reasoning section. So in today's session we are going to be discussing the questions from the quantitative ability section. So now before we start, tell me how was quantitative ability section for all of you. So if you look at the paper, there were 3 sets on data interpretation. Now one set was a line graph where you were given mobile phones, right? Price of mobile phones in different years over the given years. Then the next was on company, right? 5 or 6 companies were given the amount that they borrow, the interest that they pay, and the profit that they get, and the profit that is being retained. So questions of from that, like there was a table, right? A table was there, based on that questions were asked. These were the details that were given in the table. And the third set was a bar graph wherein you were given the profit earned by 3 different companies. Now I think this bar graph question we have solved previously in one of the papers in one of our previous discussions. So in today's session I am going to be taking up the other 2 data interpretation sets. And other than data interpretation, there was a question on simple interest, compound interest, where you were asked to find, where you were given the difference between the simple interest and compound interest for 3 years, and you were asked to find what the principal was. Then there were questions on, as usual, profit and loss, then questions on mixtures, mensuration, probability, right? Questions on number series, then questions on simplifications. So these were the questions that came from the quantitative ability section. The paper difficulty level was moderate. Yes, a bit calculations involved in some of the questions, that's all. Actually, if you look at the data interpretation sets, the sets were, the logic to be used was fairly easy, but you had to do some calculations. Now all the others were also fairly easy, not very difficult I would say. And definitely the data interpretation sets this time, especially this line graph, was I think very easy. You could have solved it very fast, straight away you could have got those marks. Then there was this question on alligations, which was easy. Then questions on area, right? There was a question on mensuration, that was very easy. Then one question on effective percentage. All these questions you could have scored marks for sure. That's what I felt. Okay, right. So let's start solving the questions one by one. So let me share my screen. Let's look at the first question for the session. So this is the first question. 2/3 of a commodity was sold at a profit of 5% and the remainder at a loss of 2%. If the total profit was rupees 400, what was the cost of the commodity? So solve this and give me the answer. So how do you solve this? Let us assume the price of the commodity, right? Let us assume the price of the commodity be X rupees. Now what are they saying? 2/3 of the commodity is sold at a profit of 5%. So what will be the cost of 2/3 of the commodity? It will be 2/3x. Now this commodity is sold at a profit of 5%, or for what price am I selling it? 2/3x into 105/100, right? I am selling it at 5% profit. This is the price at which I am selling it. Now the remainder is sold at a loss of 2%. So how much is remaining? Out of x, this 2/3x, 2/3 of this x is sold for a profit of 5%. How much will be remaining? Remaining will be 1/3 of x. This 1/3 of x is sold at a loss of 2%, or it is sold for 98% of its actual price. Correct? Now what are they saying? When I am doing this, I am getting a profit of 400 rupees. So if the actual price is x rupees, now what is the price at which I am selling it? I am selling it for x plus 400. Correct? This 400 is my profit. This is my cost price. This is my profit. Yes? Or I can say the total selling price, the total price at which I am selling the articles now is equal to x plus 400. So you have an equation directly. So 2/3x into 1.05 plus 1/3x into 0.98. That is equal to x plus 400. Now you just have to solve for x. That's all. Yes? Right. So what answer will you get here? The answer that you get will be, when you solve for x, you will get x is equal to 15,000. That is option 1. right? 2/3 of the articles you are selling it for 5% profit, 1/3 of the article you are selling it at 98% of its actual price. When you do that, you are getting a profit of 400 rupees. Find the value of X. Next question. In a mixture of milk and water, the proportion of milk by weight was 70%. If in a 250 gram mixture, 100 gram water was added, what would be the percentage of water? So here, what is the ratio of milk and water? So it is said that milk is 70% of the mixture. So how much water will be there in the mixture? 30% is going to be water, because 70% is milk. Now what are they saying? If I am taking a 250 gram mixture and I am adding 100 gram water to it, how much percentage of water is there? So very easy. How do you find that? See, in 250 grams, what is the amount of water that is there actually? See, in 250 grams, 250 into 30 by 100, that is 30% of this 250 grams is water, correct? That is 250 into 0.3, which is nothing but 75, right? Out of this 250 grams, 75 grams is water, right? See, I have totally 250 grams of mixture. Out of this 250 grams, 75 grams is water. Now, what am I doing? To this 250 grams mixture, I am adding 100 grams of water. So, to this, if I add 100 grams of water, totally how much water is there? Totally, I have 75 plus 100, that is 175 grams of water. And now what is the total amount of mixture that is there? 250 plus 100, right? This is the total amount of mixture that is there. Earlier there was 250 grams of the mixture. To that I am adding 100 grams of water. So the total amount of mixture that I have right now is 250 plus 100, and the total amount of water that I have in the mixture now is 175 grams. So what is the percentage that I am looking for? This is the percentage that I am looking for. So this is nothing but 175 divided by 350, that is 100 by 2, which is equal to 50%. Option 1. Very, very easy questions these are. Okay, just this is the only step that you need to arrive at the answer, nothing else. Because all these other calculations you can do it in your mind, right? 30% of 250. What is 10% of 250? 25. So 25 into 3, 75. So earlier the mixture 250 grams has 75 grams of water in it. Now I am adding 100 grams of water to it. So totally now I have 175 grams of water in the mixture. And totally I have 350 grams of the mixture. Directly you can get the answer. Yes, you need not write down all this information that I am writing. It is just for all those of you who are new to these concepts, so that it will be easier for you to understand better. Next question. Now this question is also fairly easy if you know what hectometer means. If you know what is hectometer, then solving this is very easy. Try this one and give me the answer. So 1 hectometer is 100 meters. So if you know that, it's very easy to solve. 100 meters. See, hecto means 100. Okay. So 1 hectometer is 100 meter. Now, yes, there are some multiplications involved here. You cannot do away with the multiplications. Now, let us solve it. What is given here? The base of a triangular field is 660 meters and height is 440 meters. If the charges for watering the field are at the rate of rupees 26.5 per square hectometer, find the total cost to water the triangular field. So, what is the area of the triangular field? Area of the triangular field is equal to half into base into height. Here I am given what the base is and what the height is, right? So that is nothing but half into 660 into 440 meter squared. Now here they have given the rate of watering per hectometer, right, per square hectometer. So how do I convert this into hectometer? See, I know 1 hectometer is nothing but 100 meters. So when I convert this meter into hectometers, what should I do? It will become nothing but, now this just cancel, it will be 330, right? So you have 330 into 440 divided by 100 into 100, right? Because here it is meter squared. So when I convert it into hectometer squared, I have to divide it by 2 times 100, right? 100 is for 1 meter, then again meter, right? So meter squared means divided by 100 into 100. So this many hectometer squared the area will be. Now what have they said? They have said that per hectometer squared the cost is 26.5. So for so much what will be the cost? 330 into 440 divided by 100 into 100 into 26.5. That will be your answer. Yes. So 33 into 44 divided by 100 into 26.5. So that is equal to 384.78. If you solve, you would get that. You cannot do away with some calculations, right? So you still have to do this calculation at this point. You can't do without that. So the correct answer here will be option 2. Now let us move on to the next question. A box contains 5 Sony, 6 Samsung and 4 SanDisk pen drives. 3 pen drives are drawn at random. What is the probability that they are not of the same company? So what is asked here? See, there is totally 5 Sony, 6 Samsung and 4 SanDisk pen drives. So totally how many pen drives are there? There are 15 pen drives. So out of this 15 pen drives, I have to select 3 pen drives. So I have to choose any 3 pen drives. In how many ways can I do it? I can do it in 15C3 ways. So 15C3 means how much? 15 into 14 into 13 divided by 1 into 2 into 3, right? Or that is equal to 455 ways. Okay. Now then next, what should you do? What are they saying? 3 pen drives are drawn at random. What is the probability that they are not of the same company? See here, one thing that we need to be clear is what is it that they are asking. See, they are saying that the 3 pen drives should not be of the same company, means all the 3 pen drives should not belong to the same company. See, the first 2 pen drives can be Sony, right? So these are all possibilities that can come, right? The first 2 pen drives can be Sony and the next one can be SanDisk, right? Now the first pen drive can be SanDisk, the next 2 can be Samsung. Right, all these are possibilities that can come in what they are asking. Now Sony, to answer your doubt, so Sony is asking me, ma'am, why can't I do like this? Why can't I say that what they are asking is I have to choose, if I choose, let's say if I choose a Sony pen drive, then all the pen drives should be Sony. If I choose a Samsung pen drive, then all the pen drives should be Samsung. Shouldn't that be the way that I solve it? Okay, here what are they saying? They are just saying that the pen drive should not be of the same company. That means all the 3 pen drives should not belong to the same company. Yes. So in how many ways can I do it? So what do? You find out 1 minus probability that all the 3 pen drives belong to same company, right? This will give you the probability that they are not in the same company. Okay. So what is the probability that all the 3 pen drives belong to the same company? So see, what are the 3 possibilities that you have? See, either all the 3 pen drives can belong to Sony, right? So the 3 pen drives that I choose are from the company Sony, or the 3 pen drives that I choose is from Samsung, or the 3 pen drives that I choose is from SanDisk, right? So the probability that all the 3 pen drives belong to the same company is nothing but 5C3 plus 6C3 plus 4C3 divided by 15C3. So I have to do 1 minus this, and this will give me the probability that they are not same company. Okay. So what will you get when you solve this? You will get 1 minus 5C3 plus 6C3 plus 4C3, that is 10 plus 2 plus 4, or I think you will get here as 34, right? This already you know is 455. So what will you get when you solve this? 455 minus 34, that is 421 divided by 455. Option 5. Yes. What are they asking? They are asking what is the probability that they are not of the same company. So what does that mean? All the 3 pen drives that I pick up should not belong to the same company. So that means that any 2 pen drives that I pick up can be from the same company itself, not an issue, right? So in how many ways can I do it? I first find out what is the probability that all the 3 pen drives I pick up belong to the same company. So I look at the various possible cases, find that probability, I subtract that from 1. When I do that, I get the probability that they are not of the same company. So correct answer will be 421 by 455. Next. So this particular question, similar questions, lot of you have been posting off late in the forum, and in between I remember one of you had said that this value you had not given, right? See, when the price of the sugar decreases by 10%, a man could buy 1 kg more. What is the original price of the sugar? Now, more for how much? Only if that is given I can solve, right? So, I think I responded to that question also. Again, there was one more question from one of your friends. Try this question and give me the answer. Very easy question this is. You just have to form the equation correctly. There is no scope for confusion. Okay, what is given here? When the price of sugar decreases by 10%, a man could buy 1 kg more for rupees 300. Then the original price of the sugar per kg is dash. So here how will you solve? Let us assume the actual price of sugar, okay, or the original price of sugar. Let us assume that it is X rupees per kg. So how many kgs was I buying earlier? Earlier, how many kgs did I buy? For 300 rupees, I could buy 300 by X kgs, right? Now, what has happened? The price of the sugar has increased by 10%. So, what is the current price per kg of sugar? The current price, rupees per kg. So, now, how many kgs of sugar can I buy? For 300 rupees, I can buy 300 divided by 0.9x kgs of sugar. Now, what are they saying? They are saying that when this is happening, I am able to buy 1 kg extra sugar, right? Or I can say this 300 divided by 0.9x minus 300 by x, that is equal to 1, right? Solve for this and you will get the answer. So, I think when you solve, you will get the answer as x is equal to 33.33%. So, when you solve, you will get x is equal to 33.33 rupees, right? 33.33 rupees, which is not there in the options. So, the correct answer is going to be none of these. Next one. The one side of a square is increased by 30%. To maintain the same area, the other side of the square will have to be decreased by what percentage? I think the question was one side of a rectangle, no, or square. Okay, however it is, it's fine. I think it would have been better if it was rectangle, right? So how would you solve this? See, if you take the sides of a square, okay, to avoid confusion, let me take this as L and let me take this as B. Generally, we do that for a rectangle, but since we are increasing one side, I am just taking it separately, L and B. Now, what is happening? What is the area of the square? The area of the square is nothing but L into B. Now, what are they saying? One side of the square is increased by 30%. So, I am assuming that I am increasing this side by 30%. So, what is it? 130 L by 100, right? Now, because of this increase, what should I do? I have to decrease this side by X percentage, right? Into X by 100 B. Now, when I do this, right, I'm actually decreasing this side by X percentage, or when I do this, what should I get? The area should remain the same. Solve for X. So, what will you get? X is equal to this will get cancelled. See, even if you take A here, anyway this A is going to get cancelled. I just took separate values, that's all. So, you can say X is equal to 100 into 100 divided by 130, right, which is approximately equal to 76.92. So, what does that mean? See, if this was the actual value of this side, I am taking only 76.92% of that, or I can say the decrease in percentage of this X, right? Decrease in percentage of this side is nothing but 100 minus 76.92, which is equal to 23 1 by 13%. 23 point some value is what you get. You can from the options take it as 23 1 by 13 directly. This is one way in which you can solve it. If you find this to be very confusing, the other way in which you can approach it is using the concept of effective percentage. Anyway, using both the methods, the answer is going to be the same. See, remember here you can also take both the sides as A. I just took L and B because one side is increasing and one side is decreasing. I just took, let that be two different values. You can take both as A here, A. If you take as A also, this A will also get cancelled, right? So, you can find out the value of X. Now, if you use the concept of effective percentage, what is happening? One side is increasing by 30%, the other side has to decrease, let us say, by X percentage. When this happens, the net change has to be 0%. So, what do you say? 0 is equal to 30 minus X minus 30 into X by 100. Solve for this, find out the value of X. In both cases, you will get the answer as 23 point some value. Based on, you needn't solve it exactly. Based on options, you can take it as 23, 1 by 3 percentage, 1 by 13 percentage. I think it would be easier to go with the effective percentage method, right? Because here you have to reconvert it back. Like you have to do 100 minus 76.92. Why this extra calculation you need to do? Just do it this way. Just put it in the effective percentage formula. Per effective percentage has to be 0. So here I have A minus B minus AB by 100. That is equal to 0. I just put it there. See, when you get the answer as 23 itself, based on the options, mark this as the answer. That's all. Don't exactly waste your time looking at these percentages. Not required, no? Next. Asha and Nisha spent 60 and 75% of their respective monthly salaries. Nisha kept 60% of remaining as savings and gave the remaining rupees 2100 to her sister. What was Asha's monthly expenditure if monthly salary was 25% less than that of Nisha? So how would you solve this question? See, the easy way to solve this question is like this. Now let us assume, okay, Nisha's salary is 100 rupees. If I assume Nisha's salary to be 100 rupees, what's happening? Nisha is spending 75% of her salary. So if I say Nisha spends 75% of her salary, what is her saving and what is her expenditure? See, I can say expenditure of Nisha is 75 rupees, right? And how much does she have remaining after her expenditure? After expenditure, she has remaining 25 rupees. Now what is she doing with this 25 rupees? Nisha kept 60% of the remaining as savings and gave the remaining 2100 to her sister. So Nisha totally, her income is 100 rupees, out of which she is spending 75 rupees, remaining she has 25 rupees. Out of this 25 rupees, she is saving 60% of this 25 rupees. So how much is she saving? She is saving 60% of 25, which is nothing but 3 by 5 of 25, or she is saving 15 rupees. And what is she doing? She is giving the remaining to her sister, right? So if Nisha's salary was 100 rupees, then how much money is she giving to sister? 25 minus 15, that is 10 rupees. Yes, see, or I can say that if Nisha's salary was 100, 10% of her salary, right? 10% of Nisha's salary she is giving to sister. In this question, they are saying that Nisha is giving 2100 rupees to sister. Or what does that mean? Nisha is giving 10% of her salary to sister. So this 2100 represents 10% of the salary of Nisha, right? Or what is the salary of Nisha? Salary of Nisha is equal to 21,000. So if this is the salary of Nisha, then what was Asha's monthly expenditure if her monthly salary was 25% less than Nisha? So now I have found out the salary of Nisha as 21,000. So what is the salary of Asha? Salary of Asha is 25% less than Nisha, or I can say salary of Asha is 3/4 the salary of Nisha, right? That is 25% less than means basically it is 75% of Nisha's salary, correct? Which is equal to how much? 21,000 into 3 by 4. Let's not calculate it. I don't think we need to calculate it here at this point. Now what are they saying? What is Asha's monthly expenditure? So here Asha's salary is so much, and what are they saying? Asha is spending 60% of her salary, or 3/5 of her salary she is spending. So this is going to be Asha's monthly expenditure, right? So this is Asha's salary. Asha's expenditure is how much? 3/5 of her salary. 21,000 into 3 by 4 into 3 by 5. So when you solve this, you get the answer as 9450. I hope it is clear. So I assume, I'll just explain what I did. I assumed that Nisha's salary is 100 rupees. So Nisha's expenditure is going to be 75 rupees. After her expenditure, she has 25 rupees left with her. So now what is she doing? From this 25 rupees, 60% she is saving, or she is saving 15 rupees totally. Okay. Now whatever amount that she had remaining, she had 25, out of which 15 she is saving, and the remaining she is giving to her sister. So what is the amount that she is giving to her sister? She is giving 25 minus 15, or I can say she is giving 10 rupees to her sister. Okay, so what does that mean? That is how much percentage of her salary. If her salary was 100 rupees, she is giving 10 rupees to her sister, or she is giving 10% of her salary to her sister. Now here it is given that she is giving 2100 rupees to her sister. So what does this 2100 mean? This 2100 refers to 10% of Nisha's salary. Or what is salary of Nisha? Salary of Nisha is 21,000. Now I have to find out what is salary of Asha. It is given here that Asha earns 75% as what Nisha does. That is nothing but 21,000 into 3 by 4. You need not find out the value here, because finally you have to find out what is Asha's monthly expenditure. So out of this salary that Asha gets, she is spending 60% of the salary. So just find out the value, you get the answer as 9450. Okay, next. So the next question is on number series: 71, 78, 149, 227, 376, 603 dash. So how do you solve this? See, you have 71 plus 78, that is equal to 149. Similarly, 78 plus 149, that is equal to 227. Then you have 149 plus 227, that is equal to 376. Then you have 227 plus 376, that is equal to 603. So what will be the last answer that you are looking for? 376 plus 603, which is equal to 979. Correct answer is option 4. Yes, you have to add the two adjacent numbers to get the next number. Next one: 3, 14, 50, question mark, 1534, 10747. So how would you solve this? See, 3 into 3 plus 5, that is equal to 14. Next one: 14 into 4 minus 6. See, this is the logic that is pattern that is being followed. Into 5 plus 7, into 6 minus 8, into 7 minus 9, and so on, right? So here 3 into 3 plus 5, right? 3 was the first number. 3 into 3 plus 5, 14. So 14 into 4 minus 6, you get 50. So next is 50 into 5 plus 7, which is equal to 257. So next is 257 into 6 minus 8, which is equal to 1534, and so on. So the missing number here is 257. Option 3. Next one. So the next set of questions are from this line graph. Study the following line graph carefully to answer the questions that follow. The line graph shows the price of different mobile phones, and these are the price in thousands. Okay, now let us look at the questions. This set was a fairly easy set. You should have definitely taken up this set in the examination. Okay, so some of you, those of you who told me that you scored less, you should not have left these questions. These were very easy to calculate also. See, there are only, I think in this set there were only 1 or 2 questions which were a bit calculative, like you had to write down different values, find the average and all, but otherwise the set was a fairly easy one. So what is asked here? Find the difference between the price of Apple mobile in 2008 and Samsung mobile in 2009. Apple mobile in 2008 here, right? See, it is 10 rupees. This orange is Apple. So in 2008 it is 10. Okay, so Apple in 2008 is 10. Price in terms of thousand, so it is 10,000, right? Now next, Samsung in 2009. Samsung is this purple one. In 2009, see, it is between 12 and 14. So Samsung in 2009 is between 12 and 14, means you can take it as 13. So 13,000. Now what is the difference in price? Very easy, no? Not even percentage they are asking, just difference. 13,000 minus 10,000, that is 3,000. That's all. Straightforward answer. You need not write anything at all. Option 4, 3,000. Okay. How many of you tried this set in the examination? And how many of you actually skipped it? This was a very easy set. The price of Apple in 2006 is approximately what percentage more than the price of Samsung in 2006? So give me the answer for this one. Price of Apple in 2006. What is the price of Apple in 2006? It is between 14 and 16. So you take it as 15,000 rupees. What is the price of Samsung in 2006? Samsung is 11, right? So Samsung in 2006 is 11,000. Okay. So what is the difference in what percentage? The price of Apple is approximately what percentage more than price of Samsung. So the answer that you are looking for is nothing but 15,000 minus 11,000 divided by 11,000, right? Than price of Samsung. So Samsung should come in the denominator into 100. This is what you have to do. Instead of putting this 15,000, you can directly take it as 15 minus 11 by 11 into 100 also, because anyway the thousands are going to get cancelled, right? So what is the answer that you get here? You get 36.36 percentage, right? 4 by 11 into 100, which is 36.36 percentage, which is approximately 37 percentage. Option 1. Yes. Next one. Yes, 4 by 11 into 100 is 36.36 percentage, approximately 37. If the company HTC sold 1,300 mobiles in 2010, he earned 3% profit for each mobile, then what will be the total amount he earned? Again, a very easy question. You find out what is the price per mobile in 2010, how many mobiles he has sold, and calculate how much amount he has earned. And it's also given what is the percentage of profit that he gets in each phone. See, what is the cost of HTC phones in 2010? The cost of HTC phones in 2010 is 6,000 rupees. Now, what have they said? They are saying that he is getting 3% of profit for each mobile. So, what is the selling price that at which he is selling the phones at? See, for each phone he gets 3% profit. Now, what is 1% of 6,000? Is 60. Right, 3% of 6,000 is 180. So he is selling the phones for 6,180 rupees, right? Then only he is getting 3% profit. So this is the cost price of the mobile phones in 2010, that is 6,000 rupees. He is selling it for 6,180 rupees per phone. And how many phones is he selling? He is selling totally 1,300 phones. So what is the total amount that he is earning? His selling price into the number of mobiles that he has sold. So just multiply this and find the answer. Last digit is anyway going to be 4, but you have none of these options here, so you still have to check whether this is the correct answer. So you have 8034 followed by 3 zeros. That's going to be your answer. Okay, option 3. Yes, 6180 into 1300. Next. Now let's move on to the next set. So this was the table data interpretation set that some of you wanted me to take up. What is given here? Study the following table to answer the given questions. Profit earned is either paid out as dividend or plowed back into the business as retained earning. Interest is paid on borrowings. So if you feel for these single word problems, no, might be you, if you feel that you are missing out these questions, might be you look at these data interpretation sets and simplification sets first and see if any of them are easy. Do the easy ones and then go into the difficult ones, or questions which you think will take more time. So now what is given here? Let us first understand this table. I think if you understand this table, it is very easy to follow. Okay. Now there are companies A, B, C, D, E and F. 6 companies are there. Now interest each company is paying. See, each company is borrowing some money. Okay. And for that, whatever they have borrowed, they are paying back, okay, interest at this rate. Okay, 14%, 16%, 15%, 12%, etc. And the interest that they are actually paying is as follows. Then the profit that the company makes, right? Every company makes some profit, and this profit is split into 2 parts. One part is given out as dividend, and whatever is remaining, right, that is put back into the business. So here, this is what they have given. Now let me explain it further to you. Now if you consider company A, Okay, now what has company A done? See, company A has borrowed some money. Let us assume that it is borrowing BA rupees. To run the business, you need to borrow some money, right? So this company A has borrowed some money, which is BA rupees, borrowing. That's what I mean by B. Now, for whatever money this A has borrowed, he is paying 14%. At 14% rate of interest, he is paying an interest, and this is given as 560. Okay, so what is the money that is borrowed by A? It is nothing but 560 into 100 by 14. This is the money that has been borrowed by A. Okay, so that is what this first two things represent, right? Each company borrows some money, and for this money that they have borrowed, they are paying some interest. Okay, I hope it is clear. They are paying some interest which is given. Now, next let us look at this part. Now, each company makes some profit. Let us look at company A itself. So, since company A is doing business, company A is making some profit, and out of this profit, it is giving 18% of the profit as dividend. Okay, so out of the total profit that A makes, it is giving 18% as dividend. So what does it do with the remaining profit that the company makes? That is the 82% of the remaining profit that the company makes. It is retained in the company. Okay, it is retained in the company. This 82% is kept back in the company, and here they have given what this 82% is. See, if you look at company A, this 82% accounts to 369. See, remember there is given in terms of so many rupees, but I am just writing down this value here. So the actual value will be 369 into 10 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 to the power 5. So this is what 82% of the profit represents, right? So from this you can find out what is 100% of profit, right? 82% of profit is so much, you can find out what is 100% of profit. Similarly here, the interest is also, if you look at the exact value, it is nothing but 560 into 10 cube. This is the interest that that person is paying. So what is the actual amount borrowed? That also you can find out. See, I did not write this in terms of exact values, I just explained what these figures are. Okay, so when you look at the interest, it is in terms of 1000 rupees. So 560,000 rupees is the actual interest that the person is paying. So that is, this actual interest is 14% of the actual amount borrowed. So when you actually calculate what is the amount borrowed, you have to multiply this 1000 also, because this is 560,000, that is the actual value. That is your amount borrowed. Okay, yes. Same way here, when you calculate, it is not exactly 369 into 10 to the power 5, that is the retained earning, exact earnings. Okay, yes. Now I think if you read the questions, it will be very easy to solve, but you have to understand this. If you understand this, then solving the question is very easy. This question, a bit of calculations are involved in each step, like since we found out, now I told you what is the borrowing amount, so for that there is a calculation involved. Calculations are there in this question. It's not like one step calculation like how we did for the previous set, but the logic is this. Now what is the first question? What is the average borrowing of company D, E and F? So to solve this question, what should you do? You should first find out what is the borrowing of D, what is the borrowing of E and what is the borrowing of F, and then find out the average. See, borrowing of D, right, into 12% is the interest that I pay for borrowing of D, right? So that is equal to 660. See, this 1000, for now I am not going to write, because to be able to calculate it easier, in the two you can add this thousands towards the end also, right? If we add it in the beginning itself, then the numbers will be quite big. Or what can I say? I can say BD is equal to 660 into 100 by 12, that is 5500. Remember, this is in terms of thousands. Okay, I have not written that here. Let me just write it here so that it's clear. 5500 thousands. You have to include this. Yes. Now next, similarly you have to find what is borrowing of E. So borrowing of E into 18 by 100, that is equal to 720, right? So, or I can say borrowing of E is equal to 4000 thousands. Yes. Similarly, borrowing of next, what should I find out? F. Borrowing of F into 20 by 100, that is equal to 980. Or what is borrowing of F? 980 into 100 by 20, correct? That is how much? 980 by 20, that is 4900. 4900 thousands. Now what is the average that you are looking for? 5,500 plus 4,000 plus 4,900 divided by 3, right? So many thousands. So what is the answer that you get? 4,800 thousands. Yes? This will be 144 divided by 3, that is 48. 4,800 thousands. Answer is option 2. Okay? I hope it is clear. Next. Yes. Now let us try this. The borrowing of company B is what percentage of that of company D? See, we found out already what is the borrowing of company D, right? So the borrowing of company D is already, we know it is 5,500 thousands. Yes. Now what is the borrowing of company B? Borrowing of company B here, right, is equal to 880 into 100 by 16, correct? Or which is again, this is also equal to 5,500 thousands, right? So both are same. So borrowing of company B is what percentage? That of company D? 100%, right? Both the values are the same. So the correct answer here is option 4, 100%. Next one. So what is asked here? What is the average profit earned by company A, B, E and F together? So here again, how will you calculate the profit of company A? See, if you look at company A, 18% is paid out as dividend. So this earnings, right, this retained earning refer to how many percentage? It accounts to 82% of the profit. So what is the profit of company A? See, 82% of the profit of company A is nothing but 369 into 10 to the power 5, correct? So the profit of A, or 100% of the profit of A is nothing but 369 divided by 82 into 100. See, again, let us not use this 10 to the power 5 for now. We will use it towards the end because it is easier to solve. See, what does this mean? 369. See, 369 refers to 82%. So what is 100% of profit? 100 into 369 by 82, correct? Which is actually nothing but, this is equal to 450. Okay. Now, similarly, what is profit of company B? Now, this is in terms of 10 to the power 5 or lakhs, right? Yeah, this is lakh, right? So 450 lakhs, this is equivalent to 450 lakhs or 450 into 10 to the power 5. Similarly, what is the profit of B? See, if you look at company B, 22.5% of the earnings is paid out as dividend. So what is the retained earnings? The retained earning is nothing but 77.5%. Yes, 77.5% of the profit is retained earning. So if 77.5% accounts to 775, what is 100%? That is very easy, no? 775 divided by 77.5 into 100, which is equal to 1000 lakhs. Now, next, which company? Company E. Now, if you look at company E, 17.5% is paid out as dividend. So the 660 is how many percentage? 82.5%. Right? This 660 represents 82.5% of the profit. So what is the total profit? 660 divided by 82.5 into 100. So I think you will get this as 800 lakhs. And next you have profit of company F. If you look at profit of company F, 18% is paid out as dividend. So remaining 82% is this retained earnings. So what is 100% of profit? 656 by 82 into 100, which is also approximately 800 lakhs, I think. Yes. So whatever is not given out as dividend, the remaining is retained in the company. So if you think of it that way, you won't go wrong. Now what are they asking? You have to find out the average of all this. That is 450 plus 1000 plus 800 divided by 4. So I think you will get the answer as 762.5 lakhs. Okay. So for in the examination, yes, it's a good option. It is, you should skip such questions because it is time consuming. You don't have this kind of time to do so many calculations in the examination. But when you practice, you have to practice everything. what if all the other questions are very difficult, you are not even able to attempt? At least this one you will be able to attempt, no? If you skip these questions in the beginning itself and never practice at all, then in the examination also you will never be able to even touch the question, okay? So very, very important to practice. In the examination, yes. In this paper, if you ask me, you could have skipped this question. Next question. By how much does the dividend paid by company F exceed the dividend paid by company E? How will you solve this? Okay. So here, see, by how much does the dividend paid by company F exceed the dividend paid by company E? So what is the total profit of company F and E? I think we have already found that out, right? In the previous question, did we find that out? Yeah, both were 800 lakhs, right? See, here we found out, I think. Yeah, F and E, both are 800 lakhs. So this is 800 lakhs, that is the total profit of company E, and 800 lakh total profit of company F. Now, what is the dividend that is being paid by company F? Dividend that company F pays is, see, total out of this 800 lakh, company F pays 18% as dividend. If you look at company E, out of this 800 lakh, 17.5% is paid as dividend. Yes, or this is equal to 144 lakhs, that is paid as the dividend. Here, this is equal to 17.5 into 8. That is how much? 140 lakhs. Now, what is the difference in the dividend that is being paid by both the companies? 144 minus 144 lakhs. Yes? So, the correct answer here is option 2. I hope it is clear. See, we already found what is the total profit in the previous question. So, that's why I have just directly taken what the total profit is. And you have to just find out the dividend. I mean, by how much the dividend paid by each company exceeds. Yes, or you can do it like this also. So, 18 minus 7, both are 800 lakhs, So, 18 minus 17.5 is 0.5. So, directly you can do 800 into 0.5. That is also equal to 4 lakhs. Next one. What should come in place of the question mark in the following questions? So, questions on simplification. What is asked here? 68% of 725 minus 2740 by 65. So, 68% of 725 minus 2470 by 65. See, 2470 by 65 you can directly solve. I think you will get it as 38. Okay. Now, how do you calculate 68% of 725? See, what is 10% of 725? 10% of 725 is 72.5. So, what is 70% of 725? It is nothing but 72.5 into 7, which is equal to 507.5. So, what is 68% of 725? There is nothing but this 507.25 minus 2% of 725. So, 2% of 725 is nothing but 7.25 into 2, that is 14.50. So, 14.50, this will be your, 14.50. Okay. So, this is going to be 493. So, 50. So, what is 68% of 725? It is 493. So, 493 minus 38 will be your answer. Okay. See, I have just written the steps here. So, what do? You just split the percentage and find out the answer. That will be easier. 10. What is 10%? You know, it is 72.5. So, 70% is 507.5. So, you have to find out what is 68%, which is nothing but 70% minus 2%. So, 493 minus 38, which is equal to 455. Correct answer is option 4. Next one. What's the answer for this one? So, you just have to write these numbers in terms of their factors, right? 36, you can write it as 6 into 6 or 3 into 2 into 3 into 2. So, you just split it like that and write and cancel out the common terms, you will get the answer faster. See, what is 4096 to the power 1 by 2? It is nothing but 64, right? 64 squared is 4096. Am I right? Yes. Okay, 4096 is 64 squared. Then Next, what do you have? Okay, let us find out, because see, you know, 60 squared is 3600, 65 squared is 4225. So 4096, you know, is a perfect square. It is between that, so it has to be 4096, right? So this 36 cube, how can you write it? See, 36 is nothing but 9 fours are 36, right? So you can write it as 9 cube into 4 cube. 36 cube, I am splitting it and writing it as 9 cube into 4 cube. Now this is 64 cube. So what is 64 cube? 64 cube is again 4 fours are 16, 16 fours are 64. Sorry, 64 I have, not 64 cube, I have 64. 64 can again be written as 4 cube. Then you have 38 squared. This whole divided by, you have 9 cube into, here what is 76? 76 is nothing but 38 into 2, right? So 38 into 2 the whole square, that is nothing but 38 squared into 2 squared. Now just cancel out the terms that you have. 38 squared gets cancelled. 9 cube gets cancelled. So 2 squared is nothing but 4. So you have 4 to the power 6 by 4, which is equal to 4 to the power 5. So what is the answer? They are asking what is the value of this question mark. So this question mark has to be 5, option 1. Yes, 5 is your answer. A to the power m by a to the power n, that is equal to a to the power of m minus n. Yes, 5 is your answer. Correct. Yes, so I hope all the questions that we solved were, you understood everything. Any doubts? Any doubts? Anything you want me to clarify? In general, see, some of you are new today, right? I saw a lot of new students today. Anything that you would like to ask me, you can ask me now and I'll clarify, and then we'll wind up the session. So definitely you could have got these simplification questions in this paper. With respect to this paper I'm talking, you could have got the simplification questions correct. You could have got the line graph data interpretation set correct. Okay, all these questions. Then in number series 1 or 2 questions were very easy. The logic was very easy, like adding the previous number. That's one logic that we very commonly see, and automatically you will be able to recollect that when such questions come in the examination. Then again, when you look at the individual problems that were there, the question on mixtures was very easy. Yes, then that question on effective percentage, that was very easy. Then this Asha, Nisha salary, that question was easy. So all these questions you could have got it correct in the examination. Okay, so keep this in mind. In examinations, choose the questions wisely. Okay, and if a question is, you're stuck in one question, it's very time consuming, please keep this question and move on to the next question. Do not waste time, get stuck in one question and waste your time there. See, remember, you are not going to be able to solve all the 35 questions in the given 20 minutes. So you should try to maximize the number of questions that you solve and to improve your score, right? Okay. So I think that is it. And so this week, tomorrow, today is Friday, right? So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you have your All India mock examination. So please do take up the examination, and we will see you in the next week discussion sessions. Okay. So all the very best with your preparations, and I will see you in the next session. And this is Gayatri signing off. Till then, take care. Bye bye.